crafting lovelies. It has been a dog's age and I miss you guys. So I am the Rocky Mountain Crafter, and if you were with me before, you know that I have some videos online and that I like to make little YouTube tutorials on card making, but I've had a plethora of sickness, just random things popping up, and now I'm just getting over a little bit of a cold, but I think I'm in the clear now. And as maybe you can see behind me, I've also started to organize my lofting space, my crafty space, my studio. I like to call it the Lah-Dee-Dah Loft because it is a loft in a shop. It's literally over top of a garage. So there's a car down there and I can show you that. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour because I've worked hard to create this happy space and I'm sort of a little bit proud of it. So it all started like when we moved in here, there was no flooring and there was just drywall, not painted, and there wasn't much stain. Some things were stained, but not all of it. So I've worked really, really hard to get this space up to where I'm comfortable being in here now all the time. Like I could literally put a bed in here and sleep in here. But I will flip you guys around and give you a tour and then we will make a card, okay? I'm just gonna give you a little tour because it's just my happy place and I want to show you guys. Okay, so let's get started with the tour. It'll be short, I promise, and then we'll make a card. All right, so there's the shop down there, and you walk up those stairs, which are nasty. They still need stained, but la la. It's a little bit dark there. Let's get some light. So I went to IKEA. As you can tell, I got a lot of IKEA shelving, and yeah, this is just my camera setup to hold my camera for you guys to this morning. But I also integrated a sewing area, you guys. So I like to sew a little bit. So I have like my ironing board there, a regular sewing machine, an embroidery sewing machine, my cutting table. There's a project I'm working on. There's some leather down there for bags that I make. But then I also have my crafty space. Over here, I have all my old Stampin' Up! Stuff, which I kept because my children, I want them to play with my old stuff and not my new stuff. And then over here is my crafty desk. Like I said, I was just setting this little gizmo up here to record. But here right beside me, I have another little organization desk with all my tools that I use the most right on top here, like my most used adhesive, my stamp cleaner, my embossing, whatever this is, I use it to emboss, and then I just pour the embossing powder out of it afterwards. My Versamark is in there. Here I have some fabrics because I like to sew, and over here is all my Copics and paper, and all my stamps are in these beautiful baskets. It's all IKEA. Again, I told you I kept my Stampin' Up! Stuff. So my stepdad made me these ink holders, both for my Catherine Pooler and for my Stampin' Up! Because there are different sizes. So, and then look at this, you guys. All of my re-inkers are in this drawer. I have easy access right here to my hot foil machine and my Big Shot switch, my die cutting machine, and yeah, so that's my little tour for you guys. Thank you for watching my little tour. Now we will get making a card. Let's look at this one more time. Beauty! Oh, I have one more to show you. That's one of my favorites too. Who doesn't like bling? That's my bling drawer. The products I'm using today are by Stamps of Life, and I'm using Stitched Button Stencil and Overalls Fold It. And so I'm just opening up the stencils here, and there are 2 stencils included with the set. One looks like little buttons, and the other one is like a stitched outline for the overalls, which is a fold it card. So it's the shape of the overalls in the end. So I'm just taking that stencil and I'm putting it onto a piece of paper. Now this is paper. This is not cardstock. It's a piece of paper. It's a hammer mill smooth paper. And the reason I use hammer mill is because it is smooth. And here I am taking a picket fence paper pouncer, and I'm just going to get some of the yellow tape and tape it down. Now you can just rub it on your skin if you find it a little bit too tacky. That's fine. I'm just putting it straight down. And I haven't even told you guys what we're doing today. So yeah, I'm getting some Versamark here. I'm picking up Versamark with my paper pouncer by Picket Fence. And you guys aren't going to believe this. We are foiling stencils and stamps. That's my technique I'm showing you today. So it's a great way to stretch your stencils and your stamps, and you just have to trust the process, okay? I know it's a longer video today, but again, please trust the process. I went from a voiceover to real time. I just felt like the real time would be better for this video. Here I am still just using the Versamark to go over the stencil and with the paper pouncer and just making sure I'm really, really getting it in. You guys, this was like a workout. If you're not used to this, like I was like breathing hard after this. It is a bit of a workout doing this, but you know what? It is totally worth it. I should have been talking this whole time. All right, so I'm sorry, you guys, about the heater going off in the background, but that is one of the drawbacks of being in the loft. As beautiful as this space is, I have that noise to listen to all the time because it is minus 15 degrees Celsius out there today. I live in Canada, and yeah, it's cold. So the heater is going quite a bit. If I find it's annoying for the video, I will just do a voiceover instead, okay? But for now, you want to make sure that you get in all of these spaces. All right, I think that's good. Okay, now let's remove this and see what we got. All right, we're going to lift it gently. We don't want to accidentally rub off any of that Versamark. All right, and now right away, put it into, can you see it? And this is going to be messy. I feel like this part's going to be messy, because this piece of paper is bigger than this blue thing. All right, and I'm gonna get it everywhere. Okay, we'll start with this side, I guess. There we go. Start with one side and then do what is left and hope that we don't make a big mess. All right, I think that's good. I think that's good. All right, now set that aside. Okay, now you have to melt this. So let's get our melty device. Our melty device, let's do it. Our heat tool. I think melty device sounds much nicer. And we are just going to melt all of that powder. And so this is leaving your embossing powder melted on your page, so it is embossed in white. Now, if you didn't have hot foil, another cool technique that you can do is you can leave this white, but then ink blend over top of it, like leave the embossing powder on there, and then ink blend over top of it, and where the embossing powder is will stay white. So let's say you wanted to ink blend in blue on the background, then wherever the embossing powder is would stay white. Oh, I can see a little bit of not melted stuff there. Wherever the embossing powder is would stay white, and you'd have white buttons with a blue background. So that's something easy to do if you don't have foil. It's another way to use your embossing still without foil. I can see one more spot right there. Okay, I'm calling that good. All right. Now I'm going to get some of the hot foil here. Well, first I'm going to cut it down to size. Let's cut it. Let's cut. Cut. Cut it down to size. this way. This. Perfect. Throw that out. Perfect. Throw that out. And let's chop this down. I'm actually going to leave that because I don't want to make it too small and then my little overalls won't fit after. So then let's get some of our beautiful deco foil. Hopefully I have enough. Hopefully there's enough. All right, let's find a page. Let's find a page. Let's find a page. Try to get as much as possible. There we go. All right, that's good. So now I have this, and I have this carrier sheet. It's called a carrier sheet. And all that it is parchment paper. We can cut off the side here. I'm just gonna cut right down the side, cut this off. Oh, I'm knocking things over. Okay, so this is extra right here. Just because I wanna get this parchment, I want to put this piece as close to the fold of the parchment paper as possible. Okay, so I'm going to cut this little guy off. There we go, that's good. And now let's stick it in the fold. Okay, and it doesn't matter, you can stick it face up or face down, does not matter one bit. Okay, and now we're gonna take it over, let's take you guys over to my laminating machine, which I've been heating up. And we're going to put it through twice, just for good measure. I like to do it twice. I never know if after one time it's enough or not, so I'm going to do it twice. Get it good and hot. It's going through. It's starting to come out the other side. All right, it's almost done. And now we will flip it over and do it again. I like to flip it over because the other thing that I'm not sure about with a laminating machine is what side is actually heated. Is it the top or the bottom? And I feel like if you flip it over, then you're going to get even heat. You're going to get, let's say it's in the top, and you'll get heated once from the top and heated once from the bottom. You know what I mean? Because we flipped it over, so it's going to have even heat so that it will work better in my mind. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But this is what works for me, so this is how I do it. All right, now let's pull it out when it's done and see what we have. All right, so the other thing we're gonna do, set you guys back up here because it's easier for me to not hold my camera. Cooling it off. So just flip it a few times in the air like this and make sure it's good and cool. Now I can still feel some, yeah, let's cool it off. All right, see how this looks. See how it looks. Oh my goodness. Look at that beauty. So you can see it mostly worked. Look at those beautiful buttons. There was a wrinkle there, but we're going to try to work around the wrinkle. I'm sure it will be fine because of the shape of this. We could go more this way and avoid the wrinkle. So let's try it. Let's see what happens. So we're just going to need the inside. We're going to do the inside. By the inside, I mean that this has an outside. It has a card base built in. Yeah. Ding dong. The witch is dead. No, I'm not. I'm right here. Okay. We are going to take out our cutie overalls. Okay, so this is the card base. So this is meant so that you can put this at the top of a top folding card, cut it on the fold, and have a card base, right? Or top folding piece of paper. Okay, I'll show you that after. And then this, here we have, oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, these are the overalls. So, okay, this is the angle I've decided on, you guys. I'm loving that. Look at that beauty. Okay, and so it's, yeah, a gradient. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is gonna be so pretty. All right, and then let's tape that down. There's our tape that we had here. Just gonna reuse this tape. Okay, let's just reuse it. So I like to, this tape sometimes, if you have this tape, it's fine. It's a little bit strong at times, so I just stick it on my skin a few times and it picks up my skin cells. And then it's not so sticky. But you know what? Skin cells, licking envelopes, licking stamps, it's all the same. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, there we go. And let's tape this one up here just to keep it in place. And let's go run that through our die cut machine. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we have. Ooh. Ah. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Look at that stunner. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Yummy. Okay. Now, I think I want to do this in black or a dark color for the simple fact that, maybe not black, that's going to be a little harsh, but a dark color that is going to highlight this. So we could go with like a dark red, a dark green, a dark purple. So let's try, let's see what we got. All right, so here's the choices I have. I really like the dark because it really shows off these colors. I love pink. Love, love, love pink. And that's pretty too. So, I don't know, I think it's between these two. Oh, that's the same. Oh, there's even another color in here. Let's see here. That one's not the same color family, so that's a no. That's a no. I really think it's going to be this one. Let's see here. That, and that, and that. Yeah, I think it's going to be this one, which is beautiful. It's like this purpley beautifulness. Okay. So now that we've chosen our color, all right. So now that you've chosen your color here, let's just score it right in the middle. Just to score this right in the middle. So we'll take our bone folder. This is easy peasy, you guys. How easy this is awesome. Right in the middle, just like that. Okay, and now when we die cut this again, the outline, we are going to overlap it at the top there, so that, okay, so then we're gonna take this, let's take that same, let's put this down as far as we can, perfect, get that same tape, just so that it does not move out of place, die cut it, okay, now we'll take this off, take off the tape, take off the tape, okay, and here we have a little card base. Look at that. Look at that. So that's how our little overalls are gonna go. That's so cute. Okay, now this is the fun part. I get to decorate. See, and now we have a card base. Look at it. How cute. Okay, now we get to decorate. So it comes with all these little things, all these little There's a pocket, there's patches, there's a heart, there's a stitch heart, little stitched buttons, all the little things. So I'm gonna go and cut some of these out and come back and we'll put our card together. I'm just gonna cut another one of these out of white for the inside of the card. So I've got a little bit of pieces going on here. So what I'm going to do is just get some glue, just get some liquid glue so that we have room to fiddle with it, put it around after. We can move it around a little bit if we need to. Just get some liquid glue on the outside of this, just enough so that it's going to stay down. This is going to be the inside of the card. And it doesn't have to be exact. It's going to be glued down to the inside for something to write on. All right, let's put this in here. And this liquid glue will just give us a minute to move it around if we need to, but I don't need to. That just went down very nicely. All right, now we're going to take our little foil piece and same thing, put some liquid glue on the outside of it, all around everywhere. And then just a little bit in the middle, just for good measure. I think that's good. Again, it's liquid, so if we need a minute or two to move it around for perfect placement, we can, and now I do. I need to move that down more. So now that border is perfect everywhere. Excellent. Yes, look at that. Now, I've made some little buttons and a little heart. Okay, so we'll take our little buttons here. I went with lighter buttons. I made a few. I made some in the darker color, but I think I like the lighter ones because it's going to match with this light little heart. And I'm not even completely set on these buttons. I think I want to add some bling because, you know, I like bling. So we will set the buttons in. Maybe I want to set the buttons out. No, I think I'll set them in. Oops, that one flipped over. Getting glue on my mat. That's okay. No biggie. Oh, that one stuck to my hand. Again, no biggie. It is what it is. It's all part of crafting. Let's just try to straighten it out a bit. All right. Get that straight. Now for this pocket here, I'm just going to glue on the outside. I might actually want to pop that up. I do want to pop that up, actually. Let's pop that guy up. And then we're going to have this one coming out like that. Now here's the thing, is that, let's see what we can do. So the thing is that I want the word high on there, but I don't actually have the word high anywhere that I could find. So I do have this Rise and Shine set by Catherine Pooler, which I just love. I recently made a card with it. You can find that on my Instagram or on my Facebook page. See the card I made with this set recently, but I want the word high. So I'm going to do the word high, just sticking out like just a bit like this. Like you're going to know that it's the word high, right? Okay. So what I need to do is tape it off. That's what we need to do first. Let's tape it off. Tape off all of the letters that we're not using. So we are not using anything except for high. So make sure your edge is flat. It goes right up against that letter I. Okay. And then use the flat edge. Don't use the torn edge. And then you can go right up against that letter H, nice and close. And then you can cover this at the bottom here, nice and close. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, another thing that we can do, let's try it. Let's see if it'll work. So I've just turned my laminator back on because I've decided that I want to actually foil the word high. So we're going to give it a go and see if it'll work. So what we're going to do, let's get our handy dandy this stuff ready. This is our clear embossing powder. And let's also get our Versamark. Okay. Now let's prepare a little cart with just some of this stuff. All right. Now, this is what we have to do. Is I'm gonna get one shot at this. So we're gonna make it extra super good, okay? This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do it on my stamping platform so that I get it better. This has squish on it, you know, it's squishy a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna put this onto a block. Stick it on a block. You guys see this? All right, let's move this magnet out of the way so you can see. Now we're gonna ink it up. Where is some foil? We got foil. What color shall we use? I'll use this little piece here. And what color do you think? Maybe like this middle orangey color is nice. Or pink or yellow, any of those colors would be great. We'll just stick that on there after. Okay? So here, we're going to ink it up. We're going to focus on the H and the I. We're going to really get those inked up really good. Okay. Then, I put this over top because the way that I want this is going to be sticking out like this, right? It's going to be sticking out like that. Just a little bit. Okay, now we remove the tape. Let's take off the tape. Be careful when you take off the tape that you don't actually bump your stamp and rub off some of that Versamark. Okay. Now, the H and I need to go this way on there. Okay, I'm going to pull this towards me a little bit so I can see for a second. Because I'm going to want it centered, alright? So I'm just going to center it. I'm trying to do this without getting my head too much in the way, but I need to get my head in the way. So here, I'm going to push it down. Okay, there. So I'm pushing it down right now, right in the middle, like that. Okay, there we go. I got my H and I on there. I think I do. Okay, now I'm going to dip it in my clear powder. I'm dipping it in the clear powder, right? Let's just flick some of that off. So there, can you see that? It is on there. And now we're going to take our tweezers. I do have two-way tweezers, but this is fine. Not a big deal. It's fine. It will work just fine. Melt this. Okay. That is melted on there. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, and now we're going to get some of this. And let's do this beautiful orange color. Okay, and we're just going to go and run this through. Let's go run this through. I just want to put this back before I end up spilling it all over the place because that would be a big mess. Oh, that would not be fun, would it? Not my favorite idea. Okay, I'm going to put this into the carrier sheet as we did before. Okay, I'm going to put it right down at the edge and go run it through the laminator, same as we did before. Alright, so here we are back with the carrier sheet. I'm just going to put this away. Put your glue away. Put your pen away. So you don't poke yourself. Cover the Versamark so it stays nice and moist. Okay. Now again, let's cool it off. Cool it off. Cool it off. Make sure it's nice and cool before you remove the sheet. Okay, let's see what we have. There it is. The word hi. Look at that. That is cute. Now this is going to be popping out of, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Now, I'm gonna pop this whole thing up. So I'm going to glue this onto here. Let's put some glue on here. See how exactly I want this. So I want it coming out and saying hi, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this whole thing up. So let's get some pop dots or a piece of foam tape. I guess we're getting foam tape in this case. I'll just put some foam tape on there. And a piece right up there. That's probably good enough. And we'll pop this whole thing up. That is super cute. Super duper cute. Take that off. Alrighty. Center this best we can. Can you guys see that? Move all this junk out of the way. Move it all out of the way. Okay. Where do you think that goes? Right there? Oh, that is adorable. Okay, I'm going to match up this point with the crotch. There we go. Just like that. Oh, yeah, that is cute. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, I said I wanted some bling for here and here. Let's find some bling. My big book of sparkles. Okay, sparkles. Let's find some sparkles. This is what I used to do, like before bling was a thing. Anyways, look at, they've all fallen out. Oh well. If this color here would be great, wouldn't it? It'd be so good. These little ones here would be nice. Let's go to the back. I think the back has lots. Okay. The big book of bling. I'm looking for like really sparkly ones in a pinky purple. Ooh, these are pretty. Oh yeah, let's try those. Ooh, these ones are pretty too. Oh, I like these ones. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, that's what we're using. Those ones right there. Beautiful. These, no idea where they came from. Probably the dollar store if I had to guess. Oh yeah, that's exactly what this needed. And they're so old, like that one, these have got to be probably 10 years old. The sticky came off that. But there, like it came off, but I stuck it back on and it's fine. Oh yeah, look at that, you guys. Okay. So this is just going to show that you don't have to buy products from a certain company. You can use dollar store products if they work for you. I mean, don't go to Temu or somewhere like that where they're clearly stealing people's designs. But you also at the same time don't have to pay $5 or $6 for a little pack of stickers. You can buy stuff at the dollar store. It's fine. If you had ribbon, you can buy it at the dollar store. You could get ribbon at the dollar store for like $1 versus buying it from a crafting company, the same thing for $5 or $6. So the benefit, there is one benefit to buying stuff like that from crafting companies, and that's that they try to coordinate their products with their stamps and their paper and their inks. They try to coordinate the color. So, I mean, but these here I bought at the dollar store and I can't say that there's anything that would really match better. Like these match amazing. So, you guys, and then we have on the inside, look at how cute that is. Oh, I can finish that off. Look at, I can put, let's finish that off. Put those other little buttons that I had. Oh, where'd they go? Yeah, let's finish that off. Let's put those little buttons in there too. Missed that part, didn't I? Okay. And then, you guys, this card is done. That's upside down. What if we don't do it upside down? That would be great. All right. There we go. There it is. So we have... So we today were able to... Look at that. I love how sparkly that is. We were able to emboss, or sorry, foil We foiled a stencil and we foiled a stamp. And look at how stinking adorable that is. You guys, I thank you so much for watching. I am the Rocky Mountain Crafter. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on my blog at therockymountaincrafter.com. Do take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.